Hello and welcome to my Friday. Oh my goodness, I've had one of those days today. It's gone 1 o'clock already. I'm supposed to be working in the office and I haven't even started. Somebody who's playing with us, or not, next week in a gig, rang in sick today. They are poorly and they don't know if they're going to be well enough by next week. So I've been having to line up a dep. It's involved a lot of phoning around and all sorts of stuff like that, whilst trying to get my vlog up for tonight at the same time as well. Oh, but anyway, we've got somebody now. He saved our bacon. Yahoo! And if the ill person is better, they're going to join in and pootle along on a different instrument than they were originally going to play, because they're a multi-instrumentalist, it just so happens. Right, so that's all sorted. We've got some fabulous cow munching action going on in the field opposite there right now. The weather is looking like that. Overcast, normal weather for the UK. And I've just got to the point where if I don't eat anything, I'm just not going to be able to concentrate on my office work at the moment. I'm going to be working there alone today, actually. No IB, because he's off on a site visit with a co-worker of his. I can hear messages digging into my phone. It's been non-stop. Anyway, I'm going to go forage in his kitchen and see what I can find to eat for my lunch. I think it's going to be an instant noodles lunch, actually. I'm going to throw some frozen veg in with it. And then while that's cooking, I can chuck that lot in the dishwasher. I know, basically it's got out of hand. We were just too busy to sort it last night. And, well, I suppose we could have not gone to the pub thinking about it, but that wasn't on our minds. We weren't thinking about the dishes at the time when we were sort of going past a pub and thought, Anyway, I'm going to do it now. It'll take me 2 minutes while those noodles are cooking. There we are. Look, these frozen veg mixes have come in handy. A second day running. Well, that's not a mix. That's just a little a monotype. I don't know what to say. There's only one sort of thing in there. But anyway, they're very nice. I like them. And I've made a complete mess of the stove. Oh, I better give that a wipe. Yeah, there it is so far. Get in too much broth as usual, but anyway, that'll evaporate now, won't it, while I'm sorting out the dishes and things. Oh, in yesterday's vlog, I was having a little bit of a dismayed moment because I forgot some papers that I left at home that I wanted for Saturday's gig, which is tomorrow, but I suddenly thought, oh, my daughter's at home, so I just got her to snapshot them on her phone and she messaged them to me, so that's all saved. There we are, that's done. I'll probably put some cheese on it because it's all carbohydrate at the moment, well, apart from the veg. Probably including the carrots anyway. Yeah, I don't know how sustaining that will be. This is looking clear now, and I've just given the surface a wipe down moments later, and I've added some tasty peppery rocket that I found in the fridge, and I've added a lot of thin shavings of this tasty, delicious mature cheddar, which I shaved off with this Norwegian cheese plane called an Osterhavel. Did I pronounce that right? Anyone Norwegian? Oh my gosh, it's flipping 2:15. Can't believe I'm starting work this late, but anyway I am. I made myself a cup of tea to take with me to the office, and I'm going to go and crack on. To be fair, I haven't got a gig tonight. I don't have any evening commitments, so I could still be working there at 9:30 at night if I wanted to. I won't need to. This is probably 1 to 2 hours worth of work, I think. We'll see though. You can get in there and discover there's more. There can be cans of worms. It's nearly 6:30 now. I've been in the office all afternoon and I'm all brain dead and foggy. I said to IB when he came in, I need a walk, and he agreed he'd like one too. So we're gonna have a walk. IB's getting like me. He's just said, oh, these are nice big leaves, aren't they? Hang on. These, look, yes, they are nice big leaves. I'm experiencing a phenomenon. I'm getting a pain in my leg right on the surface, and it feels like the HRT patch ripping off, and the HRT patch is ripping off because I just know, because I just checked because there was nobody around on this path. I had a little sneaky pull my trousers down and had a look, and IB kept watching me to see if anyone was coming. And yeah, it's the different place from where the pain is. So I'm just wondering if my body's confused and it thinks it's 3 inches north of where it is. Anyway, that's weird. It's like whenever I walk it starts hurting. We've got very cute duckies here, but because it was threatening terrain, I have only brought my GoPro, which doesn't zoom. They're very cute. Well, we're only about 2 minutes later now, and I don't know what that pain was, but it's completely gone now. And IB says the reason it's better is due to the proximity of my boyfriend.
Is it invisible right? Healing hands?
Oh, really? Well, I didn't feel them either.
Oh, well, they're not only invisible, they're intangible.
Intangible, that's a good word. Yeah, I like that one, yeah. Right. We're just on our way back, but look, the cows have scrambled down that bank, and they were quite, I don't know, clumsy about it. They were skidding around. I didn't get my camera out in time. And they're having a drink out of the canal. There's another one coming along there now as well. Let's see how it does, how it fares. It's hidden behind the foliage at the moment. It's quite steep actually. I mean, you think of goats as being sure-footed, but I don't know so much about cows. I was just watching it, IB, to see if it would stumble, because the others had a little bit of a slip and slide. Well, we got back to IB's from our walk and we decided we would go to a pub for dinner, but I had an email through asking for me to send an invoice in advance of some work we're doing next week, and it's got a deadline of today, and it only came today. So I thought, I don't really want to do it after we get back. So IB said, I'll knock that up in no time, couple of minutes. So he sat down to work at it, and he's taken him ages. So when that invoice is done and emailed off, and I think some stuff's got to be signed and scanned in as well. After that, we're going to go to the pub and have some dinner. I got too hungry. I've abandoned the task until tomorrow, when I can concentrate on it fully and I'm not overtired and hungry. So IB's just put the frighteners on me now. He said, well, they might not be serving, it might be too late now. It's 4 minutes past 8. Oh, well, worst case scenario, we drive around for hours and end up with a bag of chips.
Oh, I've gone the wrong way.
You've gone the wrong way, have you? Well, we've ensconced ourselves at a table, and when we arrived, they said they were still serving for another 15 minutes, so we made it in the nick of time, really. Thank goodness for that. Anyway, it looks lovely in here. There are a few people in here dotted about, but as you can see, there's none in this area. There was a couple there just now, but they've literally just left this second. I've ordered some battered fish. Was it haddock?
Yeah.
And for my drink, I'm having some alcohol-free lager. I nearly didn't have the butty battered haddock because I thought the butty bit meant it was in a sandwich, but no, it's the batter's made from beer, which is Butty Bach beer. So there we are, beer battered. Funny looking lights. What do you think of those lights, IB? Do they remind you of Daddy Longlegs?
Yeah, I suppose they
The sea spike. Oh, Mabel's moved, by the way.
Is she?
Yeah, she's over the other side now.
Well, as long as she's still up there, I don't mind. I just don't want her thinking she can come down and bite. I will.
Mabel is the spider that lives in IB's front room at the moment. She is enormous. He can't settle when he knows she's there, and we never see her really moving much, but sometimes we go out and come back and she's in a different place. She likes to hang out over the top of a sofa, but luckily he has two, so when she's hanging out over one, we can go and sit on the other one. Flippin' heck, I said to the lady, who's this, Moby Dick? It's the biggest bit of fish I've seen in ages. I think IB will be finishing that. Mind you, that said, IB said, film mine. It's a bad angle, hang on. Ta-da! That is a burger in there somewhere. This here is pea puree, and lady behind the bar said it's heavenly, and it is. I'm just giving IB a little taste. Oh, excuse me. Steamed up. She said she loves mushy peas in sandwiches, and that sounds like quite a good vegetarian option to me because it's good rich protein in it. This is tartare sauce. It's really crunchy. Everything's cubed up beautifully, and it's got the tartness of the tartare sauce. Now that pea puree, it's like creamy, but it's got a lovely texture to it as well. So you've got bits of crunch, but it's really creamy as well. That's so good. You can really taste the beer in that batter, and it's got a real crunch to it as well. And the fish, it's just absolutely beautiful. Melt in the mouth. I've just popped outside now. We're going shortly. We're just going to have a little look outside. It's called the Chainbridge. They have campers staying nearby in a campsite, and so they cater for those. It's a lovely outside area. Load of picnic benches there. All the umbrellas are down at the moment because it must be quite late. It must be at least 8:30 or 9 p.m. Over there in the distance, we've got the caravans there. That field there is the camping field. There's a little children's area here as well at the end of the garden. And there's water here, you can tell there's a life thingy. Oh, and there's the Chainbridge itself, look. Do you see? We drove over that to get here actually. Well, I'm feeling a lot more human after that food. That was really, really good food. It was I think it was about 16 quid a meal, something like that, even for the burgers, but it was very good quality. There was a lot of flavours, and the flavours complemented each other, and textures all over the plate. Yeah, really good. We're waiting at the lights by the Chainbridge. There's nothing coming though, is there? I suppose they just go in a sequence today, whether there's anything coming or not.
I think so, yeah.
There's Bettis Newydd up there. I've done a vlog there absolutely years ago. I can link it at the end of this for you though, if you like. Hey, we're going over the Chainbridge! Woohoo! I was just thinking to myself, that Chainbridge does not look very chainy, so I've asked my other half here, why is it called a Chainbridge? And he said because it would have been a Chainbridge at one point.
Either suspended on chains, or, a floating platform that was pulled back and forth on.
Oh, like a chain ferry?
Yeah.
I've been on a chain ferry before.
I don't think it was a chain ferry because it's too steep-sided.
And it's called Chainbridge, not chain ferry.
Chainbridge, so I'm guessing it would have been a cable-stayed bridge or some kind.
That's the very, very ancient petrol station. Look at that.
It certainly was still operating.
That can't be in operation now, though.
Well,
it looks...
Within a year or so ago it was.
We're on the unnamed road at the moment. We're on the road to nowhere. Do-do-do-do. Oh dear, I think I scared the calves off. I scared those calves off over there. They galloped away when I came with the camera. Look, the no mow May has come to an end. This bit of the field here. It was mowed as a surprise present. Not by me though. But that was a lovely gesture, wasn't it? Anyway, I wanted to see how the apples were doing, and the apples are growing. Look at this. Getting that big now. These are the most sour cooking apples my dad has ever tasted in his life. And my dad is a fan of cooking apples, so he's eaten quite a lot in his time. Yeah, we think they might be Bramleys. And I think we're going to have a very good crop this year. My dad says you get good years and bad years for apple trees. Sometimes you just get rubbish years with a rubbish crop, and other years you get bountiful bulging trees full of apples, and I think that's what's going to happen this year. We just got back in. It's about 9:30 at night now. I've got a busy day tomorrow actually. Well, doing lots of stuff in the house in the day, and then we've got a gig in the evening. But thank you so much for watching today's video. Please give it a like if you happen to like it. Subscribe down below to watch more videos from me, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!